My name is Ashley Scher. I am the founder and chairwoman of the board of ShareLove.Fund. I have with me today Peter Icavello, this of Presence Wellness in Westport, Connecticut.
Hello.
So we are star-studded today with Peter's presence.
And Ashley's.
This is our RYT 200 registered yoga teacher training, our 200-hour course. We are in week 14.
Wow.
So congratulations for getting this far. We're at week 14. Our pose of the week is pyramid pose. And I will just briefly go into pyramid pose. So like this, or on the other side, your knee can be slightly bent. And with that little review of the pose, let's us move on to just have a nice feel-good treat class with Peter teaching us along the way.
So pyramid pose, or Parsvottanasana, we did touch on it last week before we went into the pose of the week, which was class? Revolve triangle.
Uh-oh.
Which was revolve triangle. So pyramid pose can be a precursor to revolve triangle, or other poses depending on what your plan is. Just some benefits of pyramid pose are, according to Bikram Chowdhury, which we don't really want to get into him too much, but he used pyramid pose as a way to get into triangle pose, his version of triangle pose. But what he often quoted as benefits was from building your immune system, increasing your metabolic rate, also easing your digestive system, helping with elimination. So just know that this is a great pose to get into, specifically this time of year. Why? We're moving into flu season. Now we have to add COVID season, right? We're moving into maybe some fall allergies, moving into colds and stuff like that. So just know this is a great way to help with, and it also helps you just stretch, and it's a different form of a forward fold, and you can use blocks, your knee can be bent. We'll go over that. So Ashley, our model for the day, will be going into this pose with my guidance. And again, this is not anything we suggest here, is just as a guide. We're not here to tell you that anything we do is medical advice or anything like that. We're just here to share yoga, share within the gifts of yoga. And if you feel like any of these poses are not right for you, please don't do them. And before you begin any exercise program, please check with a doctor or a professional to make sure that exercise is appropriate for you, especially if you have underlying medical issues. I think we should say that with every class.
Yes.
All right. So,
teaching tip.
Yes, exactly. So, Ashley, I'll ask you to begin our journey inward by beginning to close your eyes or having a soft gaze. And have your palms face up on your thighs. And draw your elbows in towards your midline. Lifting up through the crown of the head, rooting your sacrum down toward the earth. Pulling the belly in and up. And just begin to notice your breath. Notice the texture of your breath. Notice the ease of the breath, if any. Notice if there's any areas of tension that lie within the body that need your attention. How do we rid our body of any tension? On your next inhale, begin to fill the belly like a balloon as you inhale through the nose. And as we exhale through the mouth with a sigh, as we land within our body, turning our attention inward, just noticing that each inhale oxygenating the body with blood, fresh oxygen. With each exhale, ridding the body of what no longer serves us. Continuously scanning the body for areas of tension or discomfort. Bringing the breath to calm those areas, to quiet the mind, to quiet the body. Using the breath as the bridge between the mind and body to help calm our nervous system, reduce our stress, center us to increase our mental focus. Three more rounds of conscious breath. Three more rounds of breath. Couple more. And then very slowly begin to come back to your normal cycle of breath. Open your eyes and just notice how you feel. Just a few moments of centering, a few moments of breath, a few moments of just beginning to turn our attention inward and begin to just expand and just allow our body to just be in this moment. And envision our intention, envision ourselves in Parsvottanasana. Just to envision ourselves in pyramid pose. If you can see it, you can achieve it. That's my little motto. And then from here, I will ask you to come to a standing position. You're gonna go right for it, stand. Give yourself some space, maybe move your props out to the side. Yeah, and then move your yoga blocks out to just a little bit ahead of the mat there. Beautiful. Using those yoga mats to weigh down the mat.
Yeah, it worked.
It works though, it really does work. Well, I'll take these. And then from here, come to the top of the mat and coming into mountain pose. Rooting our sacrum down toward the earth, turning our heels slightly outward to engage our glutes and outer edges of our thighs. Scissoring, engaging the inner thighs. Pulling the belly in and up, allowing our shoulders to drip over our hips. Lifting up through the crown of the head. And on your next inhale, lift the arms out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Shift your weight forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, your first downward facing dog, your knees slightly bent. Now press your chest towards your knees. Each time you enter into down dog, just be mindful that maybe your hamstrings are not warmed up, maybe your legs aren't warmed up enough to fully go into the pose. It's okay to modify. And then from here, right leg steps forward, right foot steps forward, left foot steps forward, forward, forward.
I'm gonna just use the socks.
She's getting hot and heavy now. She really means business. Watch out, people. Inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press back, step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, right foot, right wrist. Exhale, left knee drops down. Inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Pressing your hips forward, coming into Anjayasana. Stretching out the left hip flexor, right hamstring, strengthening the right quad. Toning the quads, toning the inner thighs, the belly, strengthening through the shoulders, lifting up and out of the waist, dropping the arms back into cactus for a breath in. On the breath out, begin to hinge over the hip as you frame your right foot. Frame your right foot with the hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. So this time the thighs are lifted. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, left foot to left wrist. Inhale, drop the right knee down. Exhale, extend the arms out and overhead. Beautiful. Reach up and out of the waist. Draw that right hip forward, left hip slightly back. The other way. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. The other right foot, the other right hip forward, the other left leg back.
So many hips, it's
I know.
confusing. So many hips, so little time.
Inhale, interlace the hands behind you. Exhale, draw the arms forward as we frame that right foot, left foot. Allow the hands to come to earth. Inhale, step back to plank. Shift your weight forward. Breath in, breath out in your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, left foot forward, forward fold. Hug the opposite elbows. Exhale down. Inhale, hands to shins, half lift. Exhale, rise up to chair pose. Bend your knees, extend your arms directly out in front of you or overhead. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Inhale. On the exhale, sit back just a bit. Good, a little bit more. Sit, sit, sit down, nice and easy. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bring the arms, no, inhale, lift the heart. Just lift the heart, yeah. Exhale, bring the arms to parallel with the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up high into your tippy toes. Beautiful. Exhale, lower your hips towards your heels. Further, further, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and hold. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, step the left foot back. Good. Lower both feet down. Good. Nice. Exhale, arms reach out overhead, warrior one. Inhale. And exhale, open to warrior two. Right hand forward, left arm back. Beautiful. Left foot at a 90-degree angle. Scoot your left foot back ever so slightly, just a bit more. Beautiful. Inhale, reach that right hand forward. Flip the palm to face the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back, bring it up, and then drop the left hand back. Peaceful warrior. Inhale. On the exhale, extend your right hand directly out in front of you. Reach over your toes with the right foot. And then from here, begin to straighten the right leg. Exhale, right hand, right shin or thigh. Inhale, left arm up toward the sky. Press your hips forward, drop your hips back. Breath in. On a breath out, rebend your right knee and come back to peaceful warrior. Inhale. On your exhale, begin to windmill the hands down as you frame your right foot. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, release chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, mountain pose. Take 3 centering breaths in your mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, step your right foot back. Right foot. That's
Oh,
right.
sorry.
The other right foot.
This
To
is
warrior one.
advanced technique, you know, right and left.
To warrior one.
Okay. Focus is key, right?
So the right foot comes down at a 45-degree angle. Beautiful. Bring your right hip slightly forward, left hip slightly back. Good job. Stretching the front hip flexor on the right side. Strengthening the hamstring, glute, quad, calf on the left side. Inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. Left hand forward, right arm back. Right foot at a 90-degree angle, parallel to the back of the mat. Left foot parallel with the outer edge of the mat. Then from here, inhale, begin to reach your left hand forward. Turn your palm, exhale, peaceful warrior. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten out that left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Beautiful. Extend that left arm, right arm up toward the sky. Press your hips slightly forward. Good, Ashley. Look up at that right hand, look down at the left. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards one another as you peel your right hip back. Beautiful. Beautiful. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, begin to roll up to the ball of your right foot as you twist and rotate that hip. Bend your left knee. Frame your left knee, that's your right. Okay. frame your left foot as you hinge over at the hips.
I wanted
with both
to,
hands.
yeah.
With both hands onto the ground.
I'm just trying to build confidence in my students,
Yes.
you know, so if you know your right and left, then
You've
you
won.
are ready for the RYT 300
That's right.
advanced teacher training.
You're done, you
But
passed this
here
marathon.
we're focused on head, shoulders, knees, and toes,
Yes.
which we will review after class.
Yes, yes. Inhale, step back to plank.
I'm gonna make the left the L
Exhale,
review.
knees, chest, chin.
I even have my ring to help, but
Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog.
at ShareLove.Fund, we take you where you are.
Yes. Yes.
No prerequisites for the RYT 200.
And the biggest thing you get out of this is if you learn your right from left, home run. Right foot forward, left foot forward, forward, forward.
Nailed it.
Hug the opposite elbows. Inhale, hands to shins to half lift. Press into your feet, exhale, rise to mountain pose. Centering in your mountain pose. Finding your center. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, step your right foot back. Beautiful, to high lunge for a moment. Now inhale, lower your right heel down. And then slide your right heel to be in line with your left. Or slide your left heel to be in line with the right. You want both heels in one line.
Right, that kind of
Yes,
like
there
which
you
one's
go.
what.
Now turn your right foot in at about 90 degrees. I'm sorry, at about 10 degrees. So turn it all the way in. Yes, yes. And then just narrow your stance ever so slightly. Good. Stay right there. Two friends. Two friends for a moment. All right. Now from here, I'm going to ask you to extend your arms overhead. And then draw your left hip slightly back, right hip slightly forward. Good. So you're squaring your hips towards the front of them. And know this, just a quick note, everybody, not everybody's hips will square. So maybe if Ashley's hips do square, if they weren't, I would ask her to step her right foot out just a bit more to the outer edge. That's a modification. Okay, so she would step her right foot out to square her hips. All right, so just know pyramid pose is a pose that you can fit to all flexibility and body types. So Ashley, just step your foot back to be in line with the left. Left heel in line with the right. Yeah, there you go. Now turn your foot in ever so slightly. Now on your next inhale, begin to hinge over at the hip and extend your arms directly out in front. Out in front. Beautiful. Hinge over at the hip a bit more. We didn't know that balance was going to come into play. Bend your left knee ever so slightly. Hinge over at your hip a bit more. Good. Now draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Beautiful. Now you see those blocks right there? Reach for the blocks. Nice job. Slide the blocks so that they're beneath your shoulders and closer in toward, yeah, there you go. Now from here, begin to draw your forehead to your knee. Now for some people, this is perfect. Can you just bring your right hand away for a moment? I just want to show you one thing. No, yeah, there you go. So for some people, this is their pyramid pose already. If you wanted to take this a little further, I would have Ashley's hand, may I, come onto the block. I'm gonna hold your hands onto the block so she doesn't cheat. On your next inhale, begin to bring your forehead towards your knee. Exhale, begin to slowly straighten out that left leg, trying to maintain your forehead to knee. So you see, she's already feeling a tremendous stretch in her hamstring behind the knee here. You feel that stretch, Ashley? And I'm just gonna adjust the blocks for her so she has a little bit more. No, keep your hands there. Just adjusting the blocks for you. So we're gonna keep her there for a few moments in this stretch. Then you can actually warm her up in here by saying, inhale, bend the knee, exhale, straighten, inhale, bend, exhale, straighten, inhale, bend, exhale, straighten, and hold to your comfort level and hold. I'll ask Ashley to draw her elbows in toward the midline. Take her hands, press into the blocks. Forehead to knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Now from here, straighten out the arms. Keep the legs right where they are. Straighten out the arms. Good. Now straighten out the head. Look directly out in front. This is another version of pyramid pose. Now draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Straighten out the left leg just a bit more. Have your head and your neck try to take the kink out of the back of the neck by having your leg looking towards the top of the mat. Lower the head down just a bit. Good, there you go. This is another version of pyramid pose. So 2 versions.
This version is great because it gets you to concentrate on your hip alignment, and then you can sort of add in the next part of the flexibility. But I feel like it's a great way to go into the pose.
And for those of us who do not have props, can you slide those blocks just off to the side a bit, Ashley? Take both hands onto your thigh or ankle. Right? Now, bring your right hip slightly back, left hip slightly forward. And now draw your forehead towards your knee. So you won't be as deep in the pose. You can reach for the earth or reach for the ankle if you want to challenge your balance a little bit. This is another, see, challenging that balance. This is another version of pyramid pose. So do what works for you. And if Ashley did not have the flexibility and didn't have props, I would ask her to simply step her right foot forward a bit more. Right foot, that's your left.
By week 52, we'll see.
Can somebody please mail us a Sharpie so I can write down left and right on her feet?
We need like a light, you know, on one side he blinks a light, like at the eye doctor or something.
That's a good idea.
So yeah,
that's a
all this right and left is really getting my heart rate up.
Yeah, it does get your heart rate up. That pose gets
I didn't know this was biology class though.
No, that pose gets your heart rate up alone, just so you know.
So, okay, sorry.
She has 75 layers on.
All the layers of ShareLove.Fund.
Yes,
So
exactly. Now you just need ShareLove.Fund pants.
I know.
That's next.
We need a merch volunteer. So
a merch donor.
yes, a merch donor.
If there are any merch donors out there who would like to donate,
We'll wear your stuff and say thank you on live on YouTube.
Exactly. Now from here, you're going to bend your left knee, and then step your right foot forward and come to a forward fold.
Okay.
Just come to a forward. Beautiful. Now inhale, half lift. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, step your left foot back so that it's a high lunge. Exhale, draw your left heel down so that it's in line with the right. Beautiful. And then just narrow the stance just a foot or so. Beautiful. Now from here, begin to hinge over at the hip. Extend your arms directly out in front of you. Keep going, keep hinging, good. This is how you strengthen your core. So we're doing a version of Superman as we're approaching pyramid pose. I'll ask you, Ashley, to please reach for the blocks and slide the blocks beneath the shoulders. On your next inhale, draw your forehead towards your knee. Exhale, begin to straighten out that right knee, trying to maintain the forehead to knee. This is a tremendous stretch for her. Bring your right hip back, left hip slightly forward. Good. Keep the knee slightly bent if needed. And if you did straighten out the leg, see how that feels actually. If you straighten out the leg, just lift the head just a bit. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Slide the hands, slide the blocks back just a bit more for stability purposes. Good. This is one way to use the props. And then hold this for 3 breaths. I often get asked, how long should we hold this pose for? As long as it feels good. 3 breaths, 5 breaths, 10 breaths. It's your class, make it your pose. Now inhale, begin to press into the blocks and just come to a flat back, as if I can rest my morning coffee on your back. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Beautiful. And again, if she didn't have props, she could just simply place her hands on her shins, one on her thigh, just for support, that's all. Good job, Ashley, thank you. And then from here, bring your forehead to your knee again. And then inhale, straighten out the leg. Exhale, bend it. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, and hold. Pyramid pose, letting her forehead release toward the earth a little bit more. Let your head go completely. There you go. She didn't even realize she was holding her head and shoulder. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, bend both knees. Step your left foot forward. Forward fold. Beautiful, Ashley. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press into your feet. Mountain pose. As you rise up to stand, come into your mountain pose. Arms rest alongside you. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Palms facing forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reaching your arms out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, right foot, right wrist. Inhale, hug the thighs in towards one another. Exhale, press into your right foot, energize that left heel, come up to high lunge. Arms overhead. Beautiful high lunge. Inhale, straighten out the right leg. Exhale, extend your left hand forward, right arm behind you, and rotate and twist to the right. Hug the thighs in towards one another. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, bend both knees. Both knees, yes. Hold there. Rotate. Way to get the heart rate going. Now, extend your left hand forward, and your right hand forward. Beautiful. Look, and then keep both knees bent. Now extend the arms overhead and straighten out both legs. Beautiful, Ashley. Now from here, step your left foot forward, come to a forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press into your feet. Rise up to mountain pose. Nice. Inhale, reach the arms out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, left foot, left wrist. Beautiful. Hug the thighs in towards one another. Shift your weight forward. Inhale. Exhale. Press into your left foot. Energize your right heel and rise up to high lunge. Beautiful. Always a little tricky with high lunge, right? Always just ever so slightly, just a little tricky. Bring your right hip forward, left hip slightly back. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten out that left leg. Exhale, extend your right arm forward, left arm back, rotate, twist. Beautiful. Now bend both knees. Hug the thighs in towards one another. Bend both knees. Yes, Ashley. left hand forward. Both arms up toward the sky. Exhale it out. Inhale. Energize both feet. And then come stand all the way up as we straighten out both legs. Good job, Ashley. Nice job. Inhale, step your right foot forward, mountain pose. Arms rest alongside you. Palms facing forward, hugging the thighs in towards one another. Inhale, extend the arms out and overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, step the right foot back. Exhale, right heel comes down. Inhale, begin to hinge over at the left hip, at your hip. Extend your arms directly out in front of you. Reach your hands towards your shins or thigh of the left foot. Now, on your exhale, straighten out that left leg. Beautiful. Inhale, draw your forehead towards your knee if possible. Pyramid pose. Inhale, bend your knee so that your forehead can reach the knee. Good job, Ashley. Now straighten out that left leg if you can. See where that takes you. Beautiful. Inhale, bend both knees, step your left foot back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, left foot forward, forward, forward. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press into your feet. Come up to stand mountain pose. Nice job, Ashley. Inhale, arms reach out and overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, step your left foot back. Exhale, left heel drops down. Beautiful. Inhale, hinge over the hips as you extend your arms forward. Beautiful. Exhale, reach for your shin or thigh. Draw your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, straighten out that right leg. Pyramid pose. Draw your right hip slightly back, left hip slightly forward. A little bit more flexibility on this side for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bend your right knee, step your left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press into your feet, rise up to stand. Good. Rest here in your mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, child pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, begin to make your way out to your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Once you arrive on your back, hug your knees to chest. And then from here, lower the feet, plant the feet onto the earth. And just lift your hips just for a slight back bend. Interlace the hands beneath you just to stretch out the shoulders. Hold this for 5 breaths. And then very slowly release the hold of the hands. Make room so that your hips can lower to the earth, and then extend your legs directly out in front of you. Feet to the width of the mat, palms face up. And coming to the best pose invented in yoga, corpse pose, or Shavasana. Some people say Savasana. Some people say Shavasana. I say, however it comes to you, express it. As we turn our focus and attention inward, begin to notice your breath. Notice the texture of your breath. Allow the body to surrender, to ease, to let go. Take a few rounds of conscious breath as we feel the support of Mother Earth beneath us to help us, to guide us, to unveil what is yet to be discovered by us. Yoga teaches us to create union with one, with ourselves, and with our community. But if we're not in unison with ourselves, if we have not created that union with ourselves, how can we extend that out to others? We are, and remember this, a constant work in progress. We never fully arrive as long as we stay open to learning. Approach each moment, each day, each obstacle. Look at them as gifts. Look at each obstacle and turn it into an opportunity to learn, to take in, to just be and sit with it. And know that you don't need all the answers. And some things will never give you all the answers. And that's okay. We do not need to know everything. The universe will give us what we can handle, even if it feels like it's too much. It only gives you what you can handle. And then very slowly and then very mindfully, begin to bring awareness back to the body. Begin to wiggle your fingertips and wiggle your toes. Gently, gently rotating the head from side to side, moving slow, going from stillness to movement. So move this slow. Planting the feet onto the earth. Hugging the knees in towards your chest. Coming over onto either the right or left side with a smile. Press your left elbow down in your right hand and press yourself up into a seated position. And as you arrive in your seat, just notice how you feel. Just notice. Drawing the hands to heart center. Bowing our chin to chest in honor of us taking the time to be here. You are not bowing to me, you are bowing to yourself. Some teachers want you to bow to them. That's not me. I want you to bow to yourself for making the time to be here. Taking the time. versus saying, nah, I don't have the time. We must make time for us, for self-care, for nourishment, so that we can better serve. And as we lift our head in gratitude for this wonderful community created by ShareLove.Fund, driven by this young lady right here, Ashley Share, founder, creator, former CEO of ShareLove.Fund.
It would not be possible without our lead trainer and signatory on our degrees, Peter Acavello. So RYT, thousands and thousands of training hours under his belt.
Well, thank you with allowing me to be here, because it's a gift. It is a true gift to be here to share. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Peter, for your
Thank
time
you,
today
Ashley.
and for teaching for a cause. For those of you who may be starting out as yoga teachers by earning your degree, or experienced yoga teachers who are just doing this as a refresher, or sometimes just biting the bullet and succumbing to Yoga Alliance and actually getting certified. Wherever you are in your stage of teaching, we welcome all of you for Teach for a Cause. You can email yoga@ShareLove.Fund to inquire about how you can sign up to Teach for a Cause. And this is an incredible way to build your network as a teacher and also to give back as part of our Karma Yoga program. So Teach for a Cause, email yoga@ShareLove.Fund. Thank you so much for your time. Have a blessed day.
Bye-bye.